That's always good to hear. I know those can sometimes be very, very trolly. Back-to-back items for go mode. That's awesome. Welcome in those from Shindig's stream. My name is LynnCarius, and usually what you'll find here is the retro or retro-adjacent speedruns. Today we're doing some, well, as the title says, Lightning Force. This is the Japanese ROM for Thunder Force 4. This is one of the grind redeems I've had. I've actually been looking forward to this one. The music in this game is absolutely amazing. So, in order to get to the options, it's actually a little bit tricky. You have to hit A before you get to the mission select. Engine power doesn't matter. You can shift that during your during the game mode. So you got 25% speed, 50% speed, 75, and 100. Mission level just determines your difficulty. Your stock ships, however, kind of fun. You got your 2, you got your 3, you got your 4, and then you got 0. 0 is actually 99 lives. Yeah, this one's been fun for that. Before I ended up being moderator for this board, there was 0 mention of number of lives required. Since I've become moderator, I've said the number of lives doesn't really matter. This game is insanely hard, so completing runs is a challenge if you don't have the 99 lives on. It's not unlimited. There's a English or a US redone, because this was or redone ROM. I don't know the entire story, but it's got unlimited lives on the very title screen. I'm like, no, we don't need unlimited. 99 is plenty. Even in my initial runs, I was like, still had like 50 lives left. But this also opens up the door for a little bit faster of strats for 2 stages. Because Blade does big damage, but it's hard to target small targets that are blocked. The first 2 fights that I go to are ones that we take an intentional death and focus fire with the pea shooter, because it's actually faster. And there's a few mini bosses in the third to last stage that if you take a death, it's going to be hard if you don't have just a chance to go up and focus fire again and again and again. So it opens up an opportunity for different strats and a way to push the time down further. So I've thought it through, and I'm like, you know what? Considering there's only like 4 people on this board, let's have the 99 lives. Fine. We'll see if more people want to run this and put times on the board. We're opening up the options so people can enjoy this game more. The music is way worth it. Alright, let's fire this one up. You choose your first 4 stages, the order that you wish to do them in. I go Strite, Ruin, Air Raid, Dazer. Because Strite and Ruin are the 2 that we take deaths in, and that way we can rebuild during Air Raid, and Dazer, you try not to die. Air Raid is actually hard to die in, I will say that. Once you've seen the level. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we don't want to grab Blade this stage, because it will actually cause a slowdown in it. When Shin raided in, I was on autopilot and I ended up grabbing it. A death can fix it, but you want to take the death after the small mini-boss on the top of the water. that doesn't appear until after you get Railgun. So we don't want this B. That replaces our twin shot pea shooter for Blade, which is a much larger and lag causing shot. We want the Railgun. Wait for this third one. Kill them so we reduce lag. Try not to go too high. There we go. Alright, good. We got some good RNG on where that other ship was at. Get out of the way. On the audio. There we go. So that was a very fast kill. That's actually probably one of the fastest I've gotten on that guy. Just let these guys go away. It's safer that way. That's fine. We actually wanted a death anyways, and we did not want Railgun. Again, that will cause lag on this little ship fight that we're just basically playing avoid for a while. Yep. There's an option. We're going to get it off the screen. We don't want them. Again, this stage is reduce lag as much as possible because it's very easy to get lag. Like, more so than the others. That's fine. Keep bullet flames to a minimum. If we had Blade or Railgun, this causes lag in this fight. So again, that's why we're taking the death to avoid it. And we're gonna die anyways, going for fast kill here. That's the boss's weak spot. We're gonna try and squeeze in there as much as we can. There we go. Good fight. Alright. Again, another stage we don't want to die in until we get to the boss. This is the one stage where we use Snake quite a bit. Switching guns so I don't have as much lag when I'm trying to kill these. There we go. Gonna be another set of these two. Alright, mini boss. Watch out for the punch. I got by it the last time. That was a lot of lag. Dang it! I did not want to take a death there. Oh, we still have Blade. And we have the boss right here. That's why I'm a little sad that we lost option. I want to stay a little bit higher so we don't have the boss showing up near the bottom of the screen. where it's much harder to... That's a different pattern. Alright. Perfect timing to take the death. Now we can just bum rush the port. Alright. Looks like we're saving a little bit of time on the last run. It takes some getting used to. I definitely was struggling the first couple of attempts. So this is where we basically rebuild from the beginning of whatever we got. I lost Snake, unfortunately. Hunter is good for the final boss. Other than that, you want to avoid it due to lag. It's fine. We didn't have anything on that. We're going to be grabbing Blade later. We got Rail, Freeway, Hunter. Now these turrets will shoot at you. It's very easy to avoid them all. We're just taking out the turrets on top. Shields are good for 3 hits. Oops, I just bonked. And a collision does count as a hit. And you do have iframes while your shield is fluctuating. Those missiles are safe to be touched by. They are from the ground. They are your allies. I'm just going to take out those turrets. There's our clone or option. We want the top section here. Try not to shoot too much here. Wait for it to speed up. Fire. There's our blade. Keep shots to a minimum. Blade is very lag-inducing. One more set of missiles that are very hard to see. Alright, boss fight. Fast. Freeway is a great weapon overall. When you can just get point blank, that's probably the fastest kill I've had on that boss. Wow. I don't think I've ever killed it on that low cycle. Alright, we're going to be a little bit more freewheel with Blade here. It does not cause as much lag in this stage. It's very hard to see one of the enemy's bullets, though. So we do have to be careful. The enemies that come flying in from the right, like those, are the ones that hard to see their shots. You gonna pop out? Yes, you did. Alright, there's our shield recovery. Alright. I heard you. Disappeared. Alright, mini boss, we are gonna have a bit of lag here. Try to avoid that hit. And then get him behind. And blast it into oblivion. We ended up taking 2 hits from it, unfortunately. I am going a bit off of audio cues to avoid some of these shots. So I know if I hear it, I know I need to go up or down. to not get hit by their shots. Alright, railgun, get them out of there. Alright, I'm going to switch to Hunter here. I want to try something. Good! I like that. That was no lag. Alright. Lag fight. This boss is challenging to not die. Mostly because it's RNG where the orbs end up going, and its attack pattern. Yeah, I ended up taking a hit from bullets. Nope. Now we're in real trouble. Freeway is our friend. Try to not lose it. Lose anything but Freeway. It's more important to not die at this point. Having Blade here is much faster, but we can't always keep Blade if we die to that boss. I don't care if I lose Freeway here, as we're going to get it again. Try not to shoot. It spawned it right in the thing. Snake is a good backup here. There's Freeways coming up. Now this stage is pretty much on rails. You're not going to be able to save too much time overall. The only time difference is going to be in the engine fight in the beginning there. Then it's just lag management. Come on, turrets. There we go. Stage is over. We can just sit back and relax. I'm not sure how I saved time with no blade. Oh, because I had no blade. That makes more sense now. Ooh, that was close. Oh god, that was almost death. Do not want to die in here. So after that last stage, we got an upgrade to our ship. Our option, or our clones, now let us, if we don't fire, we charge up and can do a massive blast. It's lag-inducing, but it's short, and it does a huge amount of damage. And it, yeah, as White Blademore said, it's not as bad as some of the bullet hell games. This game is hard. Make no mistake about it. But this is also day 3 of doing runs. I should have moved down faster. Lost a tiny bit there. Can't do anything to the boss until it turns colors. Charge up. Up. Don't get hit again. Nice.
That was a fast kill. It was down quite a bit too. Another gold.
Alright. If we die in this stage early on, which I'm expecting, this stage is rough. It's not a huge deal. We're going to recover everything except for yeah, we're going to take a death there. Hunter, which doesn't matter too much. Those lasers are usually going to get you. But not having options is actually a good thing for here, because now we don't have to worry about a little bit of extra lag, and we don't have to worry about these things coming after us. The little wing things that I'm shooting right now will actually seek you out and latch on to your clones. I'm actually going to stall a little bit so I can do that. Oh, I missed anyways. Alright. Mini boss fight here coming up. After a shield refresher. Come on. Show yourself. Good. Right, blade coming up. I'm going to go for a little bit of extra points as there's an option down here. And more snake. You do get extra lives from score as well as finding them in the wild. This boss, I'm hopefully not going to die on. This is where I lost time last run. Charge, please. That's huge. I saw that one coming. Nice. Huge. Let's go. So these guys suck. These little spiders. Alright. We lost shield thanks to those little spider things. But we have options. Well, clones. That's great. Again, try to not die. We want to take down route. Okay, get out of there, get out of there. Alright, I have never made it through that part without dying. So this is definitely PB territory here. Ooh. Spicy. And don't take damage. Stay down. Damn it. Come on. Okay, 2 cycle. I need to get up. I am going to take a death here. We're going to lose Blade, but we're going to get it right back. And our clones. Alright, we are fully ready for this boss. Okay, get out of the way of those bugs. I'll wait for it to connect. And dead. Let's go. We did just lose shield, but that's not a big deal. Next stage is fairly easy. Oh, we're gonna see a huge gold here. Oh my god. That's actually not the right times, but still. Huge, huge gold. Taking deaths here is not super problematic. We are going to get options later. Try to not trigger too much. We will also get Blade back. this where we got options back? Yep. Come on. Good. Might have lost a tiny bit of time from not having played, but I think it's gonna equal out from not having played in the long run. After this segment, we will get it back. Notice I'm all the way forward and down. You can't kill that thing, and it's just going to bring that together. These little gates will hurt you if they hit you. Charge this up. Railgun at the ready. If for some reason you had lost railgun, slappers. You do get another railgun here. Don't shoot in this section. They will track you if you do. It's much easier just to dodge them. I'm going to postpone shooting for as long as possible because of how much lag this area causes. I have to. There. Alright, now we don't have to shoot anymore till the boss. Alright. Yo, merchant, welcome in. Thank you for the good luck. So Subsonics does railgun on this. I find freeway much better and faster. For at least this segment of this boss. Fire away, get some damage on them before you get over. It's much easier to hit everything from behind with the three-way because it's not focus fire. And you can hit both at once. Go, get out of there. Blade up front. Okay. Come on. That dead. There. Lots of lag, unfortunately. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Get over there. Nice! Holy crap! Holy crap! Alright, just don't die. This is the hardest part in the game to not die in. Patterns are predictable, but if you get caught off guard once, you lose your options, and you have to hope for RNG in your favor. Okay, 2, 3. Oh, God! That was scary. Charge, please. Thank you. Get out of there. Oh, God. Charge, please. We're actually aiming for the thing behind it. Come on. Option, please. Nope. Alright. It's gonna be hard to PB. Well, we got a PB. I don't know how much, though. We're gonna lose time on the boss because we don't have the options now. Oh, crap. Current pace 33. That's insane. Alright, now I'm going to make note of exactly when. Alright, as soon as those fire up. Get out of the way. We're going to lose some time. I need to go up and around. Hunter up. And we're losing some time here because we didn't kill it at the bottom. And we don't have the option for the fast kill. That one is the only one that's damaging. So we're going to have to go for a second cycle. Whew. Sub 34. Okay. I'm happy with that. That beats the emulator run on easy by like 30 seconds. Yo, thank you for the GGs there, Yodi Tex. Wow. That's one heck of a time. Thank you for the GG, Shindig. Ooh. Okay. I think it's time for normal next. It'll be, I think it's just more HP and a bit more difficult patterns. Yeah, I lost 30 seconds because I lost options. Whew. So there's still meat on the bone. Summa Best is probably not going to be, like, I don't think we're going to be able to hit 32. That's probably just some of my golds are slop from early hits. It's going to be incredibly hard, I think, to hit that sub 33. Like sub 34, I had no questions that that was possible. Sub 33, maybe. Let's see, I died I probably died like 12 times, maybe a little more. Handful of them were intentional. We didn't die in the wall for the first time, except intentionally, but I was recovering everything anyways. Also, thank you for the follow. Did not catch that. Much appreciated. Yeah, my desktop audio was probably too quiet for that. Okay. I was like, how did I end up over there? Oh, yeehaw. Was not expecting a sub 34 this early in. Well, I guess I'll change that to a normal run. Yeehaw. Right.